Want to give a quick update on the game engine being developed with ThreeJS and RapierJS. That's the Fixes engine. You can see, I think this is basically a landscape component here, but I think I will do some rearrangement. What we are here for is, let me open it here. I've installed it, and when you open this, what you see: GPU, ThreeJS, and then Rapier. And then from there, you get the logo, and it's telling you to click to play. So I will just quickly click it, and then I will have some dummy details of users available. You see join, and there's guests, and then there's myself. But this is not connected to any API endpoint yet. But this is the flow that we would want it to go with. So I'll select a user here, Majesty, and then to quickly load some stuffs, and then it will ask me to allow it to edit or have CRUD operations on the folder that I have stored my project at. Now of course I'll allow it. Okay, and this can only be run on Chromium stuffs. I tried it on Firefox. Mozilla doesn't allow you to open directories. I think it reports as it's not a function. Also tried it on Brave, and it reported the same thing. So currently this is the project I have here, and you see landscape projects, you see link, and then you see praise word. So when you want to get started, okay, basically click from engine. This will be more of like asset store, but there's nothing here currently. This is more of like about the business. What are some other stuffs I have? Sorry. So this is basically a business platform. The social network is called Connect, and it's part of the interface. So when you log in here, when you come here to log in, you log in using these credentials from this place, and then when you publish your games or your word 3D word, it will be available here too, or you can package it yourself if you want. And also you would also be when you make it available on this platform, it's going to also show at the social platform. And then there's also some other business apps, hospital management system, other stuff here. And then there's just there just to more of like the interface or metaverse here. So what I don't have a scene here behind here, and maybe some your avatar will be standing here, in some background to log in. Okay, to create universe. So you want to create a universe or start a project, you go getting started here, and you can also pinpoint a project folder where you want to store your project. So you can just select a folder. You see here I've stored my project at RA Interface Engine. That's why I stored it. So you could also come to a place. So when I started creating the project, I can give it any name. I can name it testing engine, and then I would create. And this is already creating like this because I already have the root project folder selected. So it just gave me this. That's what I have, and everything is saved here. So just to demonstrate, I think let me move myself down a bit. Just to demonstrate, I think I would go to let's see, let me come to Chrome Canary. I don't know what I have. I think I've already used. Okay, this is the new extension. Okay, so I think I already have some link doing. I won't be using this tool, so just update it. And then you see, that can be installed because it's a PW, and then you are seeing it here because I've already installed it using, I think, Chrome. So I just come in here, and then I'll just select any of them. It's here. I think it tries to run something. So currently this project folder, this is an old one, so there's no project folder here, but then I cache it. That's why you're seeing it here. So if you're beginning something, you might want to come to the document where you want to store your project and you can give it a name like my um, game projects, and that would be the root folder for where your games are stored. You can click it and it just select folder. So this way it will store all projects you create. So select, so the root folder is selected, then it's asking for permission to view files and folders, and now of course I'll allow it, and the save changes to is coming. I'll save it. Now you see that it's empty. There's nothing here, there's nothing in the folder. So I will start something here again, and then I'll do another testing, and let's say I'll call it and I'll save it. So it's now creating. Then I have it here. So just to inspect it, I can go back by clicking on the icon. But if I have some changes here, it won't allow me. But right now everything is saved. I can just go back to my dashboard and you see that the project is here. Currently it's empty, there's nothing in here. And you can come to your root folder to come and inspect it. Now come to documents. And your document, what we created the folder, it was called my game project. And upon clicking it, you see that it's here. So this is where the entire project is, and then the project's data and other stuff, whatever I've written here, and some methods will be here. This is where they are stored. So I think you've seen is currently called means. That's it here. So let me go back to the project and have it open, and then just to demonstrate, I can create point light, and there's nothing else, and I can create an object so that you can see it is the object, the point light, and let me just select the point light and let me change the color close to white like this, and I'll give it intensity. It's too much, and then I'll move it this side so you can see it well, and now creating this one. Okay, since we have it here at the scene size, I can save it. So you haven't seen saved. Now everything is saved now. So now that I have all things saved, I can go back. Now you are seeing it here. It can be installed here too. So let me quickly close this and come back to what I already had here. Directional lights. And then let me, rather than just bring in an object, I think I'll just create a quick landscape, a very small one, let's say 256 by 256. Okay, and I'll give it a 8 by 8 as component. I mean, this is just the it's for debugging, but then I think I will remove it later. Now, the landscape is empty. Let me just create something here. And I can enter into it by clicking on the thumbnail for it, and I can do some manipulations here. Use this, and then there's also yeah. So I think I'll go with this, and I'll just quickly add something else. This is something small here at the middle side. That's it here, and then I would give it as an average. So you see it here. Okay. I think it's too much. Let's see, subtract. And the brightness to, I'll tone it down. So that's it. Click on it, come to the normal, click on it, and it shows you the colors. I can go to the paint section. And then that is the effect we had on it. And of course, the height map is here. Data is, I can turn it off and on. When you are done, just go back to the selection mode. So at the selection mode, let me go back and see the directional light. F after selection it, selecting an object at the viewport to zoom to that object. And I can lift it up a bit, and also I'm putting some kind of shadow. I think I need to do some fixing here with this, but then this is mostly more of like just a showcase so that you can start doing some things with it. Okay, I can just switch off the light to, and then use a class I have here as sky dome. That's it here. And you know, I toggle these elevations and stuff. So you could do something with this elevation. You can also come to the scene, and then there is ambient light. Increase it a bit if you want. So let's see, I'll give it more of like, it's too much. So can have this directional light. So that is just way of showing. So you can import assets. I think rather than here or cancel it, I'll just come to objects and import a quick asset. An obj. I think I have some assets here. And key, I'll just import a monkey. So that's it. Then in order to create this object or not, import is here. Then this is where the materials for the object imported would be, and then textures would be here if they have it. Is the actual model. I think the model viewer is not done yet, so but then just if you want to see it, I can switch them here, toggle them between. Let's close it. Yeah, okay. I can bring it in, just drag and drop it here, and then it will just come. Press F on it. It's here. like this. So let me go back to the sky dome. So that's it. That's how you import. So that you can create a new folder if you want it here or here, anywhere you want it. So you can create new folder. Is a new folder. Right click on it and then change the name to anything you want. So let's say characters. Then that is it. So that's where the characters will be. That system. And then I can also create a new scene. And scene here. And then, oh sorry, I deleted it. So I have unsaved changes. I can just click and come to the new scene. And add a new scene. I could just have a simple plane and then a cube. And I can also just click on this, press F to zoom to it, to zoom to this, and then on the and now increase the intensity a bit so I can see what I'm seeing. Distance and decay. So I'll just bring it here a bit. Alright, so I can just switch between the scenes if I want. So I'll just save changes. Save changes. Everything will be saved. And then when I come back to see that it's there. Here. Okay. And let me come back to this place. So you see, you have a material editor here. You can create material if you want. So physical material, I can give it a name or just double click it to open it. It's here. And then I can give it a name. And then I can just make it this is 00 here. Maybe that's more green. Army green. Material is here. And then I can save it. Change it. So I have time to update it here. Then on an object I can just drag it. So when I have an object selected, you see the object, the mesh, it will lead to, let me select what is pattern, the key. That's it. So if I select this guy, I can drag it here directly, or I can drag it to the object I want to apply it to. So it's now applied, and I can just close it if I want. I think we can also import images if you want. I think I'll see if I have some images around. So I can just import this image. So the image is here, and it's here as a texture. So say I create a different material, this is standard material, have it opened here. Because I've pinned it, it won't go if I click on this. So I'll just come to the scene where I imported the um, texture. So let me move this one to material. So I'll move it by putting it in, putting it to where you want it to go. So material. You see, I think I have to do some updates here. And then let me create a folder here, name it textures. Then I also move it into this folder too. And that has to be fixed. So now that I have the texture selected, I can drag a texture into the editor, material editor in this case, and then it should create for me a texture node. So I have a texture node created for me here. When you have a texture, if you go to the node, you actually find a texture at color graphics. So, and I can just drag it to where I want it to go. In this case, let's see, base color. Then you see that it's around it like this. Okay, yeah. So that was just fine, an example. So I'll just leave it as it is. And you see that the material is not updated. I have to save it. So let me just delete this, save it. It's not updated here. I can close it. So I come to this. And of course, I can drag it to replace if I want. Now it has replaced this thing. Let me go back to Miami Green. Okay. And then one of the biggest features I think I've been working on is also the blueprint of prefab. So I can come to objects and then I think materials are the inputs, particles, and user interface. I think so. For the blueprint, just click new blueprint. You can double click it and it will open an empty scene for you. I think I already have a video on it, so I wouldn't go deep into it. I just create, add this, and then I would add a cone to it. Now select the cone and I'll have input here. I can click on this to expand it more for me. And I can click the S to change it. So I think we have other components here. We have collisions here, rigid body, and other stuff. So, but I'll just go with this for now. And I'll just leave the name as prefer, but I can change it here. See the name is changing down there. So I can just call it cone house. And I can save it. Now I have it saved here. I can just bring it inside here. And it's here. And that is, it has a different blueprint. Cone house is here. So I can duplicate it by just clicking on shifts and then holding on the transform, moving it or rotating or expanding it. I think the shortcut would maybe change, but for now that's what I'm using. So shift and then hold on it and then pull. So just pull and have duplicated it. That's all. So I can do the same shift and then pull. I've duplicated it. So what if I do some changes to it? So I come to this place and I can say I want to add a new thing to it. So let's say light to it. Add a light to it, and the light, I have to change it to the G to grab. So G, I can put the light here. Now I want the light to be a child of the cone, so I can just put it on top of it and leave it, and now it's now a child of the cone. So that's why it's gone up there. So I can bring it back down. That's where the light is. I can change properties just like the property editor at the hierarchy or the outline. So you can just click on something, change some properties here. So I just come here, let's see, red instead of red. I want to make it maybe yellow, a yellow light. I want to increase the intensity a bit. Yeah. Okay, something like this. And see, we have this no lights here on these, because these three are basically the blueprint or the prefab. So at the prefab editor or the prepare editor, after editing it and just saving it, save, it's updated here. You see the update here, and then we expect that every individual of all these things are supposed to be updated. So you see all them to updated here. They now all have the light on top of it, or to make it more, evidential. I think it is copying the scale. That's that can it's looking weird. So let's say move I will probably add a sphere. Okay, I added a cone cylinder. So remove and add a sphere rather. The sphere, I'll come down to the little, then give it like point eight, no, point five, point five, point five, and then I'll move it. Okay, so it's there. Then come back to my asset browser, save it. I should say an update here. Come back to my main thing, and they are all updated. Yeah. Okay, so that was just it. You see, I haven't saved changes, but then I'm not going to save this. I'm just using this one for demonstration to demonstrate what I've been working on. And okay, if you're wondering what these are, it was for debugging, for more of like LODs for the terrain. So for now, we have all these things here. We'll talk about importing an asset. Can also import an asset or new syndrome here. Spoken about. I've not talked about visual scripting yet. I talked about scenes and then materials. This is not done. This is not done. This is not properly done. I'm using 3mesh UI for this, but I think I would want to first implement CSS and 3D render too. But I mean, this is still alpha, so I'm doing my best here. And I have some metrics here if I should. That shows number of geometries, textures. Basically, this is taken from the webgl renderer, and then whatever is here, you can also pull them in here. So I can pull, or I can just click it to create it. Then I think it's too plenty. You have to correct some things here. And after that, you can just click on play, and everything should start playing. See a red line, and it's in game mode. And then this is debug mode. Currently, I only have showing fixes. So what you are seeing here is fixes debug. That's what you are seeing here. I just switch it off, but I think I will do it properly. So I just turn off game mode or play mode. Materials, test land fully system. It's not properly done. You see, it just gives you an idea what you want to do. The 256, and maybe 8 by 8. Yeah, there's still work to be done. I've not done anything here, but then maybe you create it. I think, yeah. So I have worked on. I think I've already started using instance mesh for it, where you can just take an object or a prefab. Yeah, so I can just it come to object. Where did I store the monkey? And that was the different project. I think it's closed. So say I go to object, quickly import something else. Um, cute female Ferrari, no polygon. Okay, so rock import. So I have the stars. I can just put them here. Then I can move them. Yeah. So with this, I think I would have time to show them here, but then we'll be able to just take this and put it here, and then it should, quickly get something. So can take this, put it here like this. Then it's registered here. So we're not seeing anything here now. I can click on it, and I have seat count. Currently it's 1,000, so I can reduce it. Now you see that's basically instance, right? And then so I have some most things to do here, but currently nothing is here. I can reduce it until let's see. So all these are instances. Only this is selected. So you see only this is here. The rest is just fully system. And I can also push this, come back to details back, and then take an instance, take a blueprint, or um, prefer put them here to be instance. And then it's here, but then currently I think there's a lot of issue with it. So I can just click on it, and I'll try to create instance and see what happens. So now it's coming, but then you see that we have issues with the transformation, the position and stuff. So that's what I'm working on currently, that if I'm able to do this well and fix it, then that can be used to instance most of the blueprint that I actually put here when I do source management system. I think you can play with them. I know there are issues around, and last but not the least, let's talk about the visual script. So I come to visual script here, and then we have the event begin, the event tick. So if you begin something, what happens? So I can do this, say, um, print something. So print. So I tell the event to go in here. And what is it supposed to print? I can start, let's say, a string here, and then the string, I can put something here, go like interverse, and then I can just print it, tell it to print this, and that is saved. So it's now saved here. Okay, and then let me come back to this place. So let's select an object. I think this object is the, no, that is to, let me go with the cube. Press F to zoom it in, to frame it in. So that's it. Okay, and then you see, why did I enable rigid body on this? Disable. Okay, and then here I just take any script you've written and just apply it to it, and it's there. So we have other scripts, you can add it to it, and then but then a blueprint, for example, let me select a blueprint here, can also have it, but a blueprint also have a self-contained script. So that's what scripting is, visual scripting is all about. And we have ones written for, let's say, fixes. So if you go to see graphics, see vectors, basics one, mass, events, colliders, and then rigid body. This is using Rapier for it. and then I wouldn't be able to demonstrate it now, but I think it should work. I did some tests on it earlier, so I know it's worked. But then I don't know, maybe I've destroyed something again. But then so that's how it is. So let's just go to, I'm printing it. Let me go to dev, and then when I start to play it, let me see if you see. Yeah, there's the dev. Yeah. So when I start to play it, I hope nothing goes wrong. When I come in, you see that it has printed. So it was told that the moment it starts on event, it should print it once. So let me stop it. Yeah, so you can go to, you can see. So you can change the name and make it 3JS, and then save it again. And then this time, let's make sure that everything is cleared. I think it's even had it here. Everything is clear, and I just start playing again. Can come here and see. It has printed 3JS again from this place. Okay, and then this time let me bind it to the tick event. So this one should run when it is taking up. So we save you again. Then we come back to this place. Let me check it. Nothing is there again. So let me start playing it. I'll start playing it. Let's see. See, it's on every ticket it's printing i3js. Allow 3js basically. Alright, so let's stop it. Okay. So this is what I've been working on, and I believe it's available. You can go to there's it. You can go to, what's the URL information? play.ira.co. Again, play.ira.co. So play.ira.co. Then you can test it out. I think this is an old version. An update will come. Just click on update. So let's just wait for a couple of seconds to update up, and then test it, and they can click here to install it. Just like how I have it here myself. It's installed here. Yeah. So currently the plan is to be able to, you know, create your own um, games or projects locally, and then package them locally, and then you can host it at your own website if you want. And then the next one would be to also give it ability to host it, I mean push it on our platform. And then we're also looking forward to, having an online storage where you can have your project online and maybe collaborations later. So this is currently what we have. You see, yeah. So I can just, if I can, I can just choose a wood project here. I can take it to this and just select that project at one root here. It will scan the entire directory and everything will be loaded here, just like you see from what I have on the camera. On save changes, I don't want to save this project. It's just for demonstration. So that is what we currently have. And then if you're wondering whether the social media site is working, it's actually working. We are working on it. I have it here. I'm just open the online one. So you see, you already have something down here, and this thing too can be gotten from connect.ira.co. So connect.ira.co. If you go to that place, that's where you find it. So this, if you register, when we add authentication to the, you know, to the play, to the game engine, the ID that you'll be using, or the credentials will be the same thing. So we already have this in works. I've been working on this for maybe 4 or 5 years now, and yeah, so can just play tutorial from here. So you can do embedding all the stuff here, and then so, and then that is what I've been using. I've been using Majesty as you see it at Majesty, and this is my page, and this is basically ThreeJS running here. So that is where your avatar will be displayed. And then I think this one will be placed with the interface where you come, people can actually view your recently played game here and it starts here. I think that is what I can show for now. Yeah, and please do also, give your comments and critics, on how best to, implement some stuffs here too. I don't know everything. Yeah, I'm still learning. So let's us all grow up together. There's an update here. So you see plays here, web interface, and then compass where you can register your business and stuff. So thank you for making time to watch the progress of what I've been doing, and then hope to see you next time. Bye.